Alright, so this is the Super Pershing, the Tier 8 American Premium tank with preferential matchmaking. One of the old school premiums. This has been changed though over time. What you have here is slow Pershing with an added armor package. Pretty shit gun, but again, you get preferential matchmaking, so the 202 pen that you get on this is actually not that horrible compared to where it used to be. Armor-wise, the hull is good for bouncing generally like 200 pen, 200 plus. Lower plate becomes a bit dodgy at, 220, 230, and at 250 the entire lower plate is cheese. It's also a tank riddled with weak spots. There's this, there are cheeks here, you can shoot above here, here, and you can shoot this cupola, but not this one, because this one Wargaming didn't model in, because, great game developer that pays a lot of attention to detail, so this cupola doesn't even exist, so do not try to shoot at it, basically. What else there's to say? It's very fucking slow, but once again, it has preferential matchmaking. This is the kind of tank you can ruffle stomp lower tiers with, but you kind of get shit on by tier 9s and even tier 8s a lot of the time, as you are so slow that you're kind of forced to pretend that you're a heavy tank. And while that might work against tier 7s, 6s, and some tier 8s, it doesn't really work all that well against the good tier 8s and all the tier 9s, of course. Alright, 3 arty, 4 light tanks, 7 tanks are either playing fucking degenerate Mario Kart or Cookie Clicker. Very cool. Half the fucking game, half the players in this game aren't even playing all the tanks. Very nice. Alright, well, we're gonna head into the city, obviously. I'm not gonna sit in the open. I didn't bring my umbrella today with me. As for the rest of it, there isn't really much to say. I think we're gonna position ourselves into the F6 area and try to shoot into the middle if anyone wants to be aggressive. This matchmaking is just so dumb though. Like, half the team is light tanks arty, and then there's 2 TDs, and what is there? What even is left after that? 3 medium tanks, 2 heavies. Very cool. This gun is not really known for being very accurate or fast aiming or, insert any good characteristic. This gun is kind of known to be the opposite of all of those. This game, I think, is gonna just be decided on who wins that field and who snipes the light tanks first. But with a gun like this, I don't think it's even worth it for me to participate in that action. So we're gonna sit here and wait for maybe someone to peek anywhere near us. And look at hit points and see how we're doing. Not sure. I looked at the hit points and I still have no idea. Usually this is not the kind of angle you would be peeking because they have a massive hull down advantage there, but it looks like no one's there. We're still missing that Russian heavy though. Not missing the Russian heavy anymore. That's 80-15 that parked there. This angle is really bad to push. It's just rough to play World of Tanks 7v7 with, or 8 versus 8 with 7 degenerates running around or clicking on you all the time. It's just not really a fun time. Especially when you have a gun as bad as this. Try to get punished for playing the game here. Usually pretty easy to pull that off. I think the Samoa might pen me quite easily. I think we're gonna push this guy. Samoa turret is easy to pen, the hull is almost impossible for this gun to pen though. And again, it looks like he's kind of completely out of position, so we should be able to capitalize. Overplay it as a pen as well. This is kind of like Christmas catching out a Samoa like this. Very cool artillery. Alright, well, this kind of sealed the deal, I think, basically. What a skilled player, huh? Tier 8 already doing 500 damage in splash in total to 2 tanks because he missed both of them. Very cool. Nothing wrong with this. It provides good gameplay. I think there's literally no reason to be super passive anymore. Kind of want to cross this and just hope that this IS-2 is looking the other way, so I can get into some RD cover here. Our team kind of did collapse on that other side, but as long as we can keep this together, it should be fine. So we're getting our loader back soon. Alright, alright, alright. Don't really want to mess with that guy. His position is quite a bit better than mine. Doesn't look like he wants to mess with me either. I mean, he can't see me, or he probably would mess with me if he could see me. That was a shot that we wanted, tracking and damage. Very nice. That was the shot that we didn't want, but I guess since we got the tracking, it's not too bad. Going for the tracks, obviously, for marking purposes is very useful. I wonder, is his repair skill that dope, or did he use a repair kit there? I hope it's the repair kit, so we can actually get the tracking damage. Alright. Did I do any spotting? I guess on the... only on the Samoa, right? Everything else was tracking. 4K combined, that's not quite there. Not quite there. Not too far off though, I guess. But yeah, this I don't know. For matchmaking that it was taking away almost 4K combined is obviously great. I mean, again, we played 8 versus 8 in this game. So again, can't really be too upset. Let's move on to the second game. Hopefully getting less RD and light tanks. Instead we get mines from the losing spawn. Very cool. Full of TDs, but this is a tier 6 game. This is the kind of game that Super Pershing can dominate. Only real problem in this game is obviously the artillery, and the 112 is kind of rough to pen with this gun. Okay. We are probably gonna end up going here. My spawn is bad for this, but even if it wasn't, we're in a super Pershing, so we're never really gonna be there on time to shoot the people climbing the hill. This angle is generally good for everything on this spawn. You can fight against the hill. The hill has an advantage on you, but you can at least fight against it, and you can also fight against the heavies, and you can snipe some TDs. You can do a lot of things from there, so this is why we're going there. And we also had a pretty good spawn for that, so let's do that. Let's do that. Expecting to lose the hill, as you do from this spawn all too often, as the spawns are first of all not balanced on how quickly you can get to the hill from each side, and on the other side it's much easier for their team to shoot us. Like, look at that time, man. Their heavy is already like at the bottom base of the hill while our light tank barely got there. But they did get there. I assume the enemy team is playing the island very, very actively. I should just keep going and get a clear shot instead of trying to look for these through houses shots. Fortunately, our light tank didn't do anything from that position. Didn't do anything. Usually I like to shoot this house away, but because we kind of had at least a hope to shoot someone else, I didn't really want to do that. Yeah, everybody's at the island. Could obviously try to blind shoot the TD positions. Kind of a wide angle to be shooting at. I think we're gonna lose that side, so I think we gotta actually be the aggressor here to not get shit on in this game. I think we gotta make this play. It's obviously not great, especially getting spotted early. But we do the spotting and we kill the crumble. Are those two heavy things behind me asleep? Come on, man. Good luck getting away with that fucking thing. He wasn't actually that actively peeking. Can I get this guy from here? As you can see, the game has kind of collapsed from our team though. For our team though. Nice camo, what the hell? Sitting right in the middle of the open as well. I must say that Eastern E5 T29 combo is fucking useless. You can see we're kind of bouncing well, but this is kind of where you want to be with the super Pershing. Good range and, or long range, and we're able to just look at them all. It's hard to call this reliable though, in this position. Really unfortunate the Scorpion didn't die. Shooting without an outline with this gun is not really what you want to be doing in life. The question that I have is this guy even getting... Oh my god. Guy even getting spotted after shooting me. Scorpion loaded HE and killed my gunner after I fucking shot at the... God damn it, man. That is awkward, man. That is awkward. Pushing up here because my retreat doesn't really exist, so... As they say, at best, the defense is a good offense, which is really not true in this case, but we're just kind of unable to be defensive here. Also, nice RNG there. The thing about this game is that Eastern E5 is still on full health. And with the shooting that he's done, it's kind of weird in this game, right? Like, the Scorpion lived here forever and so on. It's just kind of odd how this entire game worked out. I guess I should load HE here so I can one-shot him. Not that it matters too much. I mean, we're likely taking this damage. Alright. I guess I can keep HE for the French already. I'm gonna go kill him. I could also just ignore him, but ignoring Artie and leaving him behind me seems like a fucking stupid thing to do. I don't think I can really justify capping. With a dead gunner, this shot is gonna be fun. But I guess my gunner's back. I don't kill your gunner. Very cool, Arta. Very cool. We're gonna lose the cap? Probably. Eastern A5 is never gonna be able to defend. I couldn't outcap them anyways. I would have been just by myself in the cap, so that would have been a defeat either way. This Eastern A5 played this really poorly. He had way too much hit points to play like he did. I took some bad pushes, but what can I do with it, man? Oh, they stopped. Oh, no, never mind. The E5 is actually doing. Where the hell is this guy going? Also, let's stop shooting HE, huh? Says Foch after seeing, or just before spotting a one-shot enemy heavy tank. Oh, E5, you really need to reset this, my dude. He penned me in the lower plate there, I believe. E5 took 400 damage dropping down there. I don't think there's any reason for me to sit in the cap. I mean, we're not gonna outcap them anyways. Here you can see the Super Pershing just penning my lower plate with 200, or the Panther penning my lower plate with 220 pen, which is what you'd kind of expect. Well, the E5 definitely could have won this for us, but I don't know. If I could have done more, probably could have. Maybe ignoring Artie and going back myself would have worked, but you know, that's kind of like a backline thinking. If the Eastern E5 kills someone in the cap, which he actually managed from the hill. Oh well. Hit one blind, I guess, and get some more spotting than we got credited for, but not a very cool game either way. Alright, last one. Let's see what we can do. And our last one. There's that shittiest matchmaking available for a preferential tank. Or can you get like proper full tier 9 games with just a couple of 8s with this? I guess you can. So here we're gonna go south for sure. We have the gun depression. We don't have really the pen or the speed to really be there on time, but in the city, like you could see, we're getting penned by 220 pen in the lower plate, so we were bouncing quite a lot though, but we were bouncing generally like very, very far range, kind of unaimed T25/2. That, what pen does that get? Like 170, 180? So that's not really saying much about the quality of this armor. I mean, you know, it's better than something like a Panther 2 from the front, because the T25-2 would have easily penned that, and, you know, we also bounced Scorpion, and he got so desperate he started shooting HE, which is very stupid. But, yeah. You know, the armor is better than on a lot of other things in Tier 8, especially on mediums, but, well-placed shots will definitely take this or pick this apart very quickly, as you saw with the Panther 2, just penning every shot basically. Good to see our heavy here. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. It's the tier 8, not the tier 9 though, but still. It's good to see him. Not very good to see our tier 9 medium where he's at. Like, it's not a bad place to be where the E50 is if you have no one playing this side and you know you're gonna lose it, but this is not the case at all this game. Actually, both of our Polish heavies are here, so that's nice. Well, this map, in a nutshell, is you go to this side if you want to win, and you go to the city if you want to lose. That's kind of the basic gist of how this map works. Pushing down this tree is always a great idea. It gives you much larger area you can work with without being detected. You can also double bush here, but since no one was spotting for me, that wasn't really an option, and kind of never is at the start of games. But what you need to be careful here is that you can't spot the bridge, so you don't really want to sit here while spotted. And there's also this camping angle that is very common, right on next to the red line. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a little IKEA sitting there right now. Now I used to kill the KV3 from stealth. Surely KV3 was playing like a complete and utter moron. Oh, I didn't hit the ground, so I can't say that I actually did damage there. Man, is my entire apartment building vacuuming their apartment at this point right now? Like, holy crap. I mean, I hear it through my headphones. Jesus. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, IS-22 is definitely sniping this from the back. Just where exactly from the back is he sniping it? Is the question. Haha. Alright, so that is a decent flank from the 50 TP. Or 50 PR. 50 TP PR even. Too many letters, man. So that's where the IKEA is at. As you can see, this gun isn't very good. Like, first of all, it takes forever to aim, and second of all, it's not very accurate. It's not one of these American, you know, shoot on the move kind of guns. Not anywhere near that either. I'm not on the front line, or I haven't been on the front line this game, so I haven't gotten RD'd so far, which is obviously neat. We'll see if that guy dies. We're looking this way because of all the TDs that are generally sitting here. Looks like a pretty straightforward scam. We should kind of try to push up a pace so we can get some spotting. And whenever you win south, the last thing you need to do is go around the building there. Like, you want to push here. You took all this real estate on this map. You want to use it. I very often see people on this map, after they win south, they go around this building and they go into a corner where they can get sniped and spotted from the ditch, from the hill. It's just a really bad idea. You want to use the free real estate that you got by winning south. All of this is yours, so you use it. You use it by sitting on the inside of this ridge. You can spot the campers on the hill if they have any, which in this game they might actually not because it's already too far gone. But if the games are closer, you always want to go here, and you never want to go around that house. It's just a bad idea. I'm really wondering where is that IS-22 now. I mean, he should be in the ditch as well as that guy. We know about their other TGs, so that's fine. Maybe I should shoot without aiming more in this tank, man. Seems it doesn't make any difference, really. Found him. Actually, it wasn't my spotting, so technically I didn't find him. This gun, man. I mean, that shot is not gonna hit, but the shell velocity kind of just makes me sad every time I play this thing. Kind of typical tier 8 garbage gun. This aiming time. No, nice aim there. Right at the ground, like you should. But yeah, I mean, I think these three games kind of show what the Super Pershing is. It can bounce some shit, but it's very slow, very clunky, and the gun is shit. Armor is better than average in tier 8 for sure, especially on a medium tank, but it still has a lot of holes in it, so people who know what they're doing will, you know, not really struggle too much to end this, but you can bounce quite a bit more than in a lot of other tier 8s. So, yeah, not my favorite, would never recommend anyone buy it. It's just not worth it. There's nothing here that is worth the money. It's kind of slow, kind of boring, and kind of frustrating with a bad gun. Surely you have some potential for some monstrous games if you spawn top tier and both teams are truly terrible, and your team is just slightly more terrible and you just farm everything while they are shooting you in the gun antlet, but realistically, the tank is too slow to be considered good for anything, really. So, there is that. Anyways, hope you liked this one. Yeah.